jail. Where is Chris Hansen when we need him? Hello, I'm Imara. This is Imara Octavia, and you are watching my cultural commentary channel. All my socials are on the screen as well as in the description for your viewing and following pleasure, as well as don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bells. Thank you to everyone who watched, liked, and commented on my last video. When I uploaded it, I had 42 subscribers, and now I have 82, which is such a huge deal to me. Oh, thank you so much. Today is an Imara's opinions. There are timestamps and chapters down below, so if there's something that you want to watch and others that you don't, you can just skip around. But with that, let's get into the video. Is TikTok still getting banned? I don't know if anyone remembers that, but I'm like, it's supposed to be banned in January of 2025. Is that still happening? Kamala Donald, what's happening? Like, I don't think they talked about that in the debate, because obviously we have more serious things that we need to be talking about. But if it was serious enough to get passed, you know, up to the president, where Joseph Biden signed it and was like, yeah, good riddance unless you sell. So I'm like, it's important enough that this has happened so quickly. So is TikTok still getting banned? Squid Games put out that their season 2 is going to come at like Christmas time, so I'm very excited for that. They said that they were only doing 3 seasons and that was it, and I think that that's good. I think a lot of shows don't know when to end. We can pivot into Beast Games, where everybody on that show, well, not everybody, but a large percentage of people are like, Mr. Beast said it was going to be like Squid Games, and like the aspect that they were going to be like mind games and like physical games and everything, and that everybody would have like an equal chance. But it's just been like a boys club, which is like, I'm not sure what you all expected from Mr. Beast. I don't know if it's unpopular opinions. I think that the tide is turning on Mr. Beast, and people have a lot of unfavorable opinions on him, or at least they've been allowed to publicly voice them more. Because like before, if you said anything about Mr. Beast, it was like, you're a hater, he gives to charity, how could you not like him, like Jimmy's the best. And all these games, they were talking about how they didn't have, like, they weren't giving their medication, and a woman was talking about wearing a pad for 2 days.
I had such a hard time getting their medication. Many people, and these are prescription medications, many people, sometimes they hadn't gotten their medication for like 2 days. Some of it was like epileptic medication, like really vital, necessary medication. I know for me, every time I went to go and try and get my medication, I would have trouble as well.
Apparently they offered people $1,000 if they would sign a contract where it was like, hey, I'm not going to join a class action lawsuit. And then I guess something else happened and they offered them another $1,000. Like, the medical people around like where Beast Games is happening is like, we've got an influx of people like coming in from Beast Games, and so I don't think everyone's lying, and I definitely think where there's smoke there's fire, and fire is definitely coming from Mr. Beast. We can pivot into the other controversy that's been happening with Mr. Beast and his friend Kris Tyson. And the first thing that I want to say is, people are taking this like experience as a reason to be transphobic. Please don't do that. That's weird. Like, if you're taking this as an opportunity to be transphobic, then you probably were transphobic to begin with. Like, you don't need to use the person's dead name. You don't need to call Kris Tyson a man, he, like all that stuff. Like, you can still accept their trans identity while critiquing their actions. So that's my first thing. I don't know, what is it with this trend where like everybody on YouTube is like child predator? It's not even just YouTube, it's like the media in general, like especially with Hollywood and whatnot, like it'll get swept under the rug. But I'm like, why are there so many people who want to touch children? Like, Mr. Beast was like, I had no idea, and I guess I will find his statement and put it up on the screen, but he was like, I had no idea, and blase, but it was just like, you apparently were in those chats as well, commenting on Kris Tyson or Kris Tyson's penis size. So it's like, obviously you knew something. And I would like to say that a huge percentage of the people who follow Mr. Beast or subscribe to Mr. Beast are children. So I'm just confused why you would be talking about penis size with children. Cenat also had an issue where someone in his camp was messaging children, and I would like to say screen people better, but also sometimes you just don't know. That's how I feel. I'm going to give Cenat the benefit of the doubt, because he was talking about it and he just seemed distraught. He was just like, damn, like, you are fucking up my money, my bag, my image. Like, don't, like, I feel like it's so easy to not want to talk to children. Like, I don't know if you've interacted with a child, but like they're, I don't want to say very annoying, but it's just a lot to be, especially the people who are like Gen Alpha. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, with the skibbity toilet and the Rizzlers and the GLAAD and whatnot. Like I said, I used to work with children and I wanted a break from them so badly all the time. Like, yes, some of them are so endearing and so sweet, but I'm like, I would love a break from this. You're sexually aroused by children, like, ew, go some jail. Where is Chris Hansen when we need him? Descendants, the 4th Descendants movie came out, and it's really sad because obviously Cameron Boyce, he died before the 3rd one, but this is like the first one that's being made without him. And like,
it's what Carlos would have wanted. So don't do it for me. Do it in honor of him.
Like, the rest of the cast isn't coming. The only one who came back was China Anne McClain, and I just want to say, China, you are better than this. As well as, I mean, get that Disney check, but the movie was terrible, and I consistently laugh at College Gelatin.
College Gelatin.
He's like a magnet.
She's so attractive. It's all fantastic.
Was mad about the castle coming not being included in it, as well as those wigs were god awful.
Another one, thank you. Another one, thank you. Another one, thank you. Another one, thank you.
They just kept getting bigger and bigger, and I was just like, where's the wig continuity? Was it the last video I did where I was talking about That's Your Average? I talked about Ice Spice in there, and you can watch it here. It should be linked up in the iCard, but I was talking about Ice Spice using her pretty privilege and talking about how her album came out and people were talking about it's mid, and in my opinion, I did listen to some of it, and I definitely do think that it is mid. I think that Ice Spice gets by on pretty privilege, and I don't think that it's necessarily what she wants to do. Like, when you're looking at that video of her and she's like dead in the eyes while twerking, she just like, damn, did I take the chicken out today? I don't think she wants to do this, because if I hear another poopy line,
I'm the shit, I'm that bitch, I'm as poopy. I'm as poopy like I need a diaper. Fuck you the shit, bitch. You not even the fault.
you know, I'm the shit, I'm his poopy, I'm like, please girl, please. Also, from this album came like one of the funniest sounds off of TikTok.
She thinks she's so awesome. She stinks like a possum. Her man on my DM so fast. Poopy, poopy, out my ass. 1 poo, 2 poo, red poo, blue. I cast the dookie spell on you. With limerick and tail and riddle and rhyme, I'll make sure you have a poopy time.
Billie and Charli, it has been a brat summer. Charli XCX, come to the front, get your flowers. I used to listen to some of her songs, but it was just like in the same vein as like listening to like a Rita Ora, where they were just like, or like BB Rexa, where they was like, well, yeah, you have some songs, but I'm like not listening to an album. And that song, at first I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I was like thinking about it during the day, and I was like listening to it again, and it was just like, I don't know, something about it feels like dirty and raunchy and just feels like fucking fun. When Tyler Perry was talking about, you know, there being like highbrow Negroes and people like having their nose up to him and whatnot, and the different stuff that he makes, and
so you've got this highbrow Negro who is all up in the air with his nose up looking at everything, and then you got people like where I come from and me who are grinders, who really know what it's like. Don't discount these people and say that their story don't matter.
People aren't critiquing your shows and movies, and I don't even know if he does plays anymore, but people aren't critiquing your media because you write about like poor black people who love going to church. We're critiquing your media because you keep doing the same shit over and over. Before, he used to make good stuff. I'm not even gonna lie, I'd be quoting some of his movies to this day.
Ain't nobody bending me over.
Oh, so you doing the bending?
You have been doing the same thing, and that well has run dry, and you are the most highbrow of highbrow Negroes. Sam Levinson is low-key the white version of Tyler Perry. You want to write, produce, and direct everything by yourself, and it's obviously not working. Sam Levinson was apparently like beefing with Zendaya for a little bit over like the season 3 of Euphoria. He was saying, oh, it's her fault for taking other things, and that's why the season's taking so long. It's like, Sam, you had nothing written. What is Zendaya supposed to perform? And I didn't think a season 3 was happening. We need a time jump, like we need a whole bunch of things. And then they were talking about Rue being a detective, and I guess it was based off of that like detective episode.
But this shit wasn't adding up, and I was putting together the pieces of the puzzle.
I'm like, wasn't she high off her ass in that episode? As well as Zendaya talked about Rue being a surrogate, and I could kind of see the surrogate thing just because I'm like, okay, you know, she's going to be forced to take care of her body. I can kind of see it, but let's go to the drawing board and let's get there quickly. The fajitas. The fajitas. Not talking about Fanita.
And also, brokies, before y'all get mad at me, I make more money than you do. There are many days where I didn't have anything to eat but tears.
But actual fajitas, when this person had like posted a video and they were like, why did my boyfriend order some fajitas on my birthday?
Oh, thank you.
Oh my God, Blake, what did you get?
Wow,
Those look so good, Blake.
Wow. Really good.
Blake, what'd you get?
It's the fajitas.
Oh my God, you win the night.
And like I did like a mix. I did chicken.
It was just so funny because I was just like, okay. Like, there was another video with a black woman and she was like, no, I definitely agree. You should not be ordering fajitas on my birthday.
I seen a TikTok yesterday on here, and it was basically like this guy, it was his birthday dinner, and this friend beside him ordered fajitas. And I thought it was so funny because my biggest pet peeve is people ordering fajitas at birthday dinners. I think it's the most disrespectful thing that you could possibly do at somebody's birthday dinner. I'd rather somebody show up late than order fajitas at my birthday dinner. And here's why. 9 times out of 10 when you order fajitas, because I myself am a fajita orderer, not on anybody's birthday or a special occasion, but I do order them in my spare time. And 9 times out of 10, they're gonna bring those fajitas out before anybody else's food. Why? I don't know, but if you notice, fajitas get brought out before everybody else's food. Okay, not only do they get brought out, they kind of get their own little celebratory, like, you know, bringing out, you know what I mean? Like, it's baffling, honestly. Like, why are we, like, they're already sizzling, so that's already enough. But now, like, you know, you got a little wooden board up under your plate and shit. Like, you know, they just do the most for fajita orders. And I think also the waiter always coddles the person who orders fajitas. Like, they're going out with a bang or something. Like, I do not like that. They're always like, oh, sweetie, the plate's hot. Like, let me move this for you. Like, girl, not too much. It's a fajita. Like, that's my thing. You're doing too much on my big day.
I knew that was satire, but I did not know if the first one was satire. I was like, are people actually, you know, upset that people are ordering fajitas at their birthdays? There was kind of like an incident with the boxing where this girl got like the shit beat out of her in like less than a minute.
Imagine a woman hitting you so hard that you wake up and go, that was a man. Like, no, girl. That's an Olympic boxer. You're at the Olympics, baby. Her shit got rocked so hard, she forgot where she was. She said some dude just punched me in the face, and I think I'm owed money. I think there's a lawsuit here somehow. No, babe. You're at the Olympics. She rocked your shit, and you look dumb as fuck.
Like, because people had been talking about like the higher level of testosterone in one of the people, and I'm just like, some people naturally have higher levels of testosterone. That does not make her a man. The athlete is from Algeria, and they were talking about how they're like same-sex, like coital relations is outlawed, and there is no like gender affirming surgery care there. So I'm just like, how would she do that? Like, how would she be transgender? Do you think she got an at-home like kit off of Temu and did this sex change? Like, y'all are so fucking bogus and phony, and you're just sad that you got beat. And I just want to say that's fucked up, and trans lives matter. So there's that, and there are some resources for that down in the description if you would like to look at that as well. People that I know and celebrities, everybody's getting pregnant, and I'm like, please, dear Lord, everybody's like, pregnancy's in the air. I hope you all catch it. I hope I don't catch it. I am not ready for a baby. I don't know if everybody who's pregnant is ready for a baby, but that's not my place to say anything. Gypsy Rose is pregnant. Billie Bieber's pregnant. Margot Robbie's pregnant. Alexandra Daddario is pregnant. And probably some other people who I'm missing. Every time I go on Instagram, there is some new crotch fruit there, and I'm like, congratulations. congratulations. I'm happy that you had a happy and healthy pregnancy and delivery and everything. Hopefully, you know, raising the child goes well. Cardi B, who always promises that she's going to put out music, and she puts out a new baby. Y'all make fun of Rihanna saying, oh, you know, we're never going to get that album. She's pregnant again. She's pregnant again. That's literally Cardi B. It's literally Cardi B. I think her album came out maybe like 6 years ago, if not longer, and she has been writing like off of features and whatnot, and that first album was pretty good. But I saw her live and she was ass for my like performance. Like, Snoop Dogg was the headliner and he did amazing. He had strippers on the pole. He was there for hours. Like, it was an experience. People were high as hell in that stadium, and weed was not even legal in my state yet. People were high as hell. Like, someone shat themselves at the beginning and was like, I have to stay until the end because Snoop Dogg. And it's just like, oh my gosh. But like with Cardi, she performed like a little medley of her songs. The opener for Cardi was out longer than Cardi was on that stage. Like, there was no ass shake, no tongue sticking out. At one point, she got off the stage, and I was like, oh, she's about to do like an outfit change or reveal or something. And she came back in the same tired get up, and I was just like, you could have kept this. But yeah, Cardi apparently is pregnant and is also divorcing Offset, and everybody's like, oh, slay, slay, slay. Oh my gosh. What a serve. And I was just like, I don't think this is a serve that you all think it is. The universe will so quickly put you in a position where you're like, oh, it could never be me. But I'm like, Cardi, this man has been cheating on you allegedly multiple times, even as recently as like last month. This man has consistently been cheating on you, and you still got pregnant by him again. Like, I don't think that's self-love. That's all that I have for today. So tell me your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Did I miss anything that happened this month that you thought was like really important? We can talk about it in the comments. We can be besties. If you have watched this far in the video, comment gold star. I used to love gold stars when I was younger, and I wish people gave me gold stars for like doing the bare minimum average task of being an adult now, but they don't. So hopefully you all will give me gold stars down in the comments. You can comment the word gold star, or you can actually just comment a star. Would love that. Thank you.
Let me in your algorithm, please. If I'm someone you would like, follow, share, and subscribe.